Felt like I was watching a very, very good like survival base building video game the whole time, where I'm rooting for the main character.
Welcome to Tairimo Boys Podcast. I'm your host Cody. With me in second chair is the boy who's planning on going on the first manned mission to Mars. It's Jeremy.
Not after watching this movie. I'm not
Jeremy,
that brave.
you can do it, Jeremy.
All right, I will.
With me in third chair is the boy who's happy he took a trip to Saturn instead. And that's a callback to our Total Recall intro. It's Ryan.
Up.
I think that's the first time we've done a callback to another intro.
I actually think so. Well played.
In reality, this should have been a callback to our Interstellar review, because today we're going to be reviewing The Martian, 2015 movie starring Matt Damon, where Matt Damon gets stuck on a empty Mars all by himself.
Will it be just as stellar as Interstellar? We will find out.
How long have you been saving that joke, Jeremy?
Day one.
But here's another joke. At least in this movie, we didn't see Matt Damon try to kill a bunch of astronauts.
We got a little spaceborne action, but not much.
Anyways, first thoughts.
I was pleasantly surprised by this movie. It's typically a little bit slower than movies I watch, kind of like Interstellar was. There's definitely no boobs in this, so sad day, no boob bonanza. But I enjoyed this movie.
Stop expecting boobs in every movie.
It's what I want. God damn it!
Ryan, first thoughts.
I love this movie. I saw it in the theater when it came out. I bought the book off of seeing this movie, and I am legit saying this. This is not a Ryanism. It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay, you bought the book. Did you read the book?
No, I can't read.
Okay. Well,
I haven't yet read it yet.
okay. Well, here's my first thoughts. First, I hate people that say that the book was better than the movie. So my first thoughts are the book was better than the movie. Ryan, I'm going to advise you do not read the book. It will ruin this movie for you.
Really.
Yeah.
that's
This
okay. I don't read unless there's pictures anyway. So
there's not any pictures here. Well, there's like a map and that's it. Yeah, I've been reading the book over probably the last month or so, and I absolutely love the book. I was excited to watch this movie, and then this was really a fart in a Martian dust storm. Let me tell you that.
art in a Martian dust storm. I love it.
If you remember during our Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy review, I mentioned that typically people who read the book hate the movie, and all three of us we love the movie. Well, I got around. I didn't so as much as read the book as I listened to the audiobook of the book, but loved both of them. It was stayed faithful to the book. Well, the movie stayed faithful to the book, and they were both different in different ways, but didn't. Oh, I'm not gonna say it didn't change stuff, but it was respectful in what it did change.
It's
Net,
respectful of the source,
well, an important thing to remember with the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is Douglas Adams helped write the script of the movie.
which makes sense.
Then again, I think probably the author of The Martian helped with this movie. But here's the thing: this movie it needed to be like 5 hours long in order to be faithful to the book. Now, Ryan, would you want to see a 5 hour long Martian?
Uh, Probably not.
Yeah, unless they did it like Dune and cut it up into part one and part two.
Yeah.
Maybe in that case, but I still don't know that I could do it.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't work well as a two-parter, but there was just so much cut out of the movie. Like the important thing with the book is that you're constantly reminded how much of a shit situation Mark Watney's gotten himself into. And this movie, I don't know why they cut out like some of the most dangerous stuff. Like you remember that Pathfinder probe rover thing that he was using with the camera to communicate with NASA?
Yep.
In the book, he when he was drilling like the holes in the rover, he ended up laying that up against like some canvas material, and it fucking fried that thing. So he had like no way to communicate with NASA after that.
Wow, that
Spoilers, I
would
haven't
have
read the book.
yeah. Here's your spoilers.
Well, there's gonna be spoilers in this review.
I don't care. I don't care.
Read the book, Ryan. You'll hate this movie.
Yeah.
I don't know that I want to hate this movie because I really like the movie.
Well, here's the thing: you'd be sacrificing A good movie for a good book.
I'd rather sacrifice the book for a good movie.
Okay. Well, that's
Again, I only read if there's pictures.
well. Aside from your usual furry Nazi video
Oh God.
games for
You
Christmas,
mean like
you'll get the very hungry caterpillar.
Jesus
They're
Christ.
furries in the book.
Not that
Space furries.
I. Okay, that would be awful. I don't even want to imagine that.
Dressed as the rover. Vroom, vroom.
Guarantee there's some version of it on Steam somewhere.
All right. That's enough of furries. I don't even want to think about furries.
I never do.
But, anyways, Jeremy, what'd you love about this movie?
As a movie with not a whole lot of action, usually my attention span kind of goes all over the place. But the constant impending doom, they kept a good pace with like events happening and switching back and forth to what Spaceborne was going through and then what NASA was going through to try to save them. So I thought it was really well paced and actually kept my interest more than I thought it would.
Yep. Like I said, if they wanted to copy the book, it'd be like 5 hours long. But with them cutting it down to 142 minutes, they were able to like hit all. I'm not gonna say all the main beats, but most of the main beats. Ryan, your thoughts?
Good pacing, good characters, and oh, all the science.
I gotta say, great characters, and this was a killer cast. I didn't have a problem with any of the casting in this.
Yeah, I mean the movie's mostly Matt Damon, but occasionally it peeks into like NASA after they find out that Mark Watney's still alive. They end up like maybe half the movie focuses on NASA, where they're trying to figure out a way to save him. Because if you're unfamiliar with this movie, it takes place in 2035, so it's not like Blade Runner that takes place in the epic year of 2021. But we're still in the past here, but technology's only advanced like a little bit where we can make trips to Mars in like a year, but colonization and faster than light travel, it doesn't exist yet. The important thing is that Ryan, you mentioned this, is the movie and especially the book is like just full of science. Like in the book, they go into like deep detail and calculations and all that.
I can lie, it'd probably lose me there.
Well, Jeremy, you couldn't even understand multiple dimensions during Interstellar.
Still can't.
Ryan took the high road with that one. I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Smart choice. I need it laid out for me, like in Deadpool and Wolverine, how they show how the timelines branch.
Don't worry, we'll get you a science textbook.
As long as it has pictures in it.
What science textbook doesn't have pictures in it?
I don't know. I guess a bad one.
Okay, I'll give a fair point that.
Also, something that kept me loving this movie was Spaceborne, Mark's humor, and how he told NASA to fuck you so many times.
Well, I mean, if you were stuck on an empty planet in the middle of nowhere space, would you censor yourself?
No, I don't censor myself anyway.
Yeah, I'm the one who has to fucking censor you when I do editing.
I was gonna say it, but I didn't want to say it.
God forbid what I have to do to Ryan. So here's a question for you boys. Ryan, I'll start with you. Let's say you were stuck on Mars. How would you survive?
Oh, I would. Let's be real here. I would not survive if I were stuck on Mars.
Hold on, let's not cross the thin line of boys in action just yet.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. I was gonna say, are we getting right into this?
Okay, fine. Let's get right into it so we can not cross the line. Ryan, boys in action. If you were in this movie, where would you die?
When the hab exploded.
Oh yeah, that was a fun scene. Just get rocked around a little too much.
Yep. I'd be like, whew, that was a close one, and accidentally take my helmet off.
They had neutered that scene in the movie, by the way. It was really bad in the book. So, like I said, there's gonna be spoilers, but in the book, he had to seal up the airlock in that, and then he had to cut off the arm of his spacesuit in order to patch up his helmet.
That would have been cool to see.
Yeah, well, they needed.
Dude, the book sounds awesome.
Yeah, it really does.
I told you that the book is awesome. Like we're less doing a movie review and we're doing a book review.
Maybe
You
I
know
don't
what?
need pictures for this one.
I'll let you boys take the rest of this review. I'm going to crack this book.
Well, Ryan, the thing I was doing is I was in my car during lunch at work reading it, so that's what I recommend.
I'll read it at work.
Sandwich in one hand, book in the other.
Yeah.
Jeremy, what about you? Where would you die?
I thought long and hard about this. I obviously do not survive Mars. I die when he was learning to make water. I died in that explosion. And the only reason I would have survived that long is because I was reading the How to Survive Mars for Dummies book that was provided me by NASA. That's the only reason I got that far. And as soon as I tried to make the water, I would have exploded.
Fair enough. Got a little too much hydrogen in the hab.
Breathing a little too heavy.
As for me, I would survive this movie.
How?
Well, first off,
Serious gasp.
I get motion sick easy, so I couldn't be an astronaut. So
Okay, so you just don't go.
I'd be safe on Earth. But here's the thing. I hate to spoil boys in action, but all three of us would survive this book or movie or whatever we're reviewing. Guys, here's the thing. Storms aren't that powerful on Mars.
No, they in fact are not. We would have just had to wait out the dust storm.
Yep. Sit in the hab, wait out the dust storm, and then continue on with the sample gathering.
Okay, so if we're playing by the movie rules, this creative adaptation, we all die except with Cody because he didn't even go. If we're playing by real life rules, we all survive.
Yep.
Especially Cody because he still didn't go.
Yep. Oh yeah, here's another little fun fact. The soil on Mars is radioactive, so you can't even grow potatoes in it.
That is a fun fact. I actually didn't know that.
Yep. Space is very radioactive, by the way.
Oh yeah, I guess it makes sense.
Very super cancery, and not like the Deadpool super cancery way.
Yeah, not the kind that give me superpowers.
Like when Mayor Adam West rolled in the toxic waste to try to get superpowers.
You know, speaking of the storm scene, actually, it was pretty chaotic. I didn't know it was Spaceborne that got hit and was left behind at first. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, I mean that's how a dust storm's supposed to be.
Oh, I know dust
Yeah,
storm.
Jeremy knows
They ain't that bad.
A Mars dust storm. Magical
Yeah, Mars.
dust storm that
Zero.
can't even happen.
Yeah, the magical dust storm that you have zero visibility in.
So next up, done boys in action. So Jeremy, what was your favorite scene?
Probably, you know what? I do have a favorite scene. I was thinking about it for a second, but when they were mentioning Project Elrond at NASA, it was a nice little throwback to Sean Bean there. That was my favorite scene just for the joke alone.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, that's the Council in Lord of the Rings. Ryan, favorite scene?
Oof. Either when he's throwing the potatoes or go with fixing the hab, and then he's sitting in the hab and he's freaking out, thinking that the storm's gonna bust it. He starts trembling. That
Yeah.
was a good scene. When he goes full Iron Man at the end,
Oh, that was a good scene.
spoilers,
Well,
and he gets rest.
here's another
ahead.
spoiler. That doesn't happen in the book.
I don't say Iron Man in the book.
But he says Iron Man, but he doesn't actually do it in the book.
Oh.
Oh, no
That-
Iron Man.
They really changed the ending, by the way. As for me, just any bit where he's making some kind of progress, you're rooting for Mark Watney during the whole movie. My favorite probably be whenever he gets Pathfinder online, because now he has a way to communicate with NASA.
Felt like I was watching a very, very good like survival base building video game the whole time, where I'm rooting for the main character
Just punch some more trees, Jeremy.
and rocks. And with that being said, too, when he makes progress and bad things happen, it gives you that like oh shit moment. It drives up the anxiety levels a little bit. Not gonna lie.
Like I said, read the book. You'll really see, oh shit.
Damn it, I might have to now. We all know I'm not a reader, but I might check this one out to be
Jeremy,
honest.
that's why audiobooks exist.
Well, if I'm gonna do it, I want to read it.
Oh, okay, but being a pain in the ass, okay.
You know I'm stubborn.
Damn right. All right, next question. Jeremy, what do you think's the most unrealistic thing in this movie?
The storm.
Okay. Well, you knew about that ahead of time, so I'll give you that. What about you, Ryan?
Well, I can't say either the storm or the potatoes. Oh, the most unrealistic thing about this movie is that Sean Bean's character didn't die.
That was a good one.
We're back around for another Sean Bean joke. Okay, well, here's the most unrealistic thing. The year's 2035, and CNN still exists. There's your unrealistic, because if you're unaware, during the Trump years, CNN primetime was getting less ratings than 70-year-old reruns of Scooby-Doo.
I'll be damned.
So I doubt CNN's going to be around another decade. All right, with that being said, Jeremy, pass talk on to you.
Don't have one at the moment for this one.
Fair enough. Ryan?
Favorite secondary character?
Ooh, that's a good one. I would say it's kind of like split between Sean Bean and Jeff Daniels.
Yeah, I can't decide either. Both them as the director and then the guy under him are just really good.
I also love the women cast in this movie too. So, God damn it.
Yeah, as Jeremy mentioned, the casting is really well in this movie.
That's a three-way tie. I was going to say the same too.
Oh, I actually did read a fun fact about Donald Glover. That tripping that he does in the scene was an accident, and they kept it in because he went right back to acting after he tripped. That's one of the fun facts I read.
Just gotta make tripping look cool.
That's hard to do. He made it look so cool they kept it in. I do got to mention too his scene that where he was explaining the trajectory of how they could get the spaceship back or whatever to rescue Mark when he was explaining it in the NASA showroom or whatever. It was pretty funny.
Yep. So they're using
That's
stapler and a pen.
that's probably like my second favorite scene.
Gotta use what you have on hand. All right, Jeremy, final thoughts?
This is a great movie. It's pretty straightforward. I don't have a ton to say about it to be honest, but I really enjoyed it, especially for not having action or boobs. It kept my attention. So well done, well done.
Ryan, final thoughts?
I loved it. One of the greatest movies of all time. Made me want to be an astronaut. And now I really want to go read the book.
We'll have a follow up once Ryan reads the book. As for me, okay, I've spent this whole review bitching about the book. Well, bitching about the movie. That's not like the book, but if you like reading, read the book. If you don't like reading, watch the movie. You'll enjoy both. The book will ruin the movie for you. Let me tell you that. But it's a good movie. Just sums up everything. All right, let's scale this bad boy. So,
Let's do it.
Jeremy, you're familiar with our space scale. So, on a scale of The Empire Strikes Back to Battlefield Earth, where would you rank this movie?
Oof. Okay, well I've never seen Battlefield Earth to be fair, but it's nowhere near Empire Strikes Back. A smidge over halfway to Empire Strikes Back.
Ryan?
Hey, the scale again. Empire Strikes Back and what?
To Battlefield Earth.
Battlefield Earth.
Ryan, does it really
Uh,
matter? Because it's always something good, something bad.
yeah. I like Empire Strikes Back more or The Martian more. I might like The Martian more.
All right.
Take that, Jeremy.
I respect
Also, I just want to say this movie was stellar.
it.
Oh, wait.
Okay. It in fact was stellar, so now we know.
I don't even want to rank this. I'll put it in the middle because I've been bitching the whole time. There you go.
Cody, have you seen this movie before you read the book? Or was this your first time watching
This is
it?
my first time watching it. No, normally
Okay.
I don't watch like space shit.
Yeah, seriously, this was my first time watching it too, so as somebody who didn't read the book, I did thoroughly enjoy this.
All right, everyone. Thank you for listening to another episode of Tairimo Boys podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, telling us how you would survive on Mars, and don't forget to ring that motherfucking bell. Stay tuned for more episodes.